My first guest joins me in studio. Tom Djokovic is the CEO of XsunX Incorporated. Their stock symbol's XSNX. Tom, always good to see you.
Thanks, Don. Thanks for having me.
Now, we've been talking to your company for a number of years, and it's been really exciting to see what's been going on in the last couple of years as you've basically moved into the commercial solar market in Southern California. And by all indications, what I've seen in the news and what I've seen from the company, things are going actually quite well.
Well, they're definitely picking up steam, Don. Yeah, we've you know, in all new enterprises, you know, you have the passion and you couple that with some experience, and then you put some projects down, gain some reputation, happy customers. We're learning a lot, and we're putting all that back into the business now, and we're starting to gain a lot of momentum. We're very excited.
Well, I know business is good when I go to your website at XsunX.com, and the first thing I see at the top of the page is we're hiring.
Oh, yeah.
And so that means things are going well.
Oh, absolutely, Don. Yeah, things are going very well. I mean, the industry is starting to expand. For a long time, and to a large degree, we're still dealing with a lot of early adopters. There's not the herd mentality yet for this, but it's coming, and we're starting to see more and more calls. Financially, it's making more sense because everyone's electric bills keep going up.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, we've seen one nuclear power plant, for example, in Southern California already be shut down. The San Onofre, they're talking about shutting another one down at Diablo Canyon. That's not going to make electrical rates go down.
No, they're not going to go down at all. And I mean, they're going to continue to go up 40% just in the last 6 years or so, 6-7 years. And we're going to see that at least again in the next 3 to 5 years. So, you know, and solar really doesn't cost anything. And essentially what you're doing is you're just prepaying for electricity. And then at some point, that cost of electricity just becomes virtually zero.
Mm. Now, you had an interesting press release that you put out earlier this week. It was the reason I called you in to get some commentary on that. Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, Don, we provide a lot of proposals for commercial and residential, commercial, industrial, agricultural, and a lot of times we also bid commercial carports, parking structures, and we've been outsourcing those proposals. But we have a lot of experience in overall construction. We've set a lot of steel over the years, and so we decided to source that ourselves. And in going through those numbers, seeing how it works, we're able to cut as much as 40% off our costs. So we can go back to customers now, offer them far better pricing without affecting our margins at all, if anything, increasing our margins, and providing customers a package that makes much better financial sense, makes us more competitive, allows us to be able to close more deals. We've already closed our first solar carport just this week, 160 kilowatt deal in Anaheim. We have 1.3 megawatts pending, and we have more proposals that we're putting together to send out. So we're very excited about this space. We think it's got a big future for us.
You know, it's kind of interesting because, you know, carports in the southwest of the United States are quite common. You know, if you live in New England, you probably don't know what a carport is.
Right.
But, you know, it makes so much sense for that kind of a structure to have a solar panel on it.
Well, absolutely, and it's a perfect use of space, and it's also allows for a very highly dense solar installation, because we don't have to worry about keeping spacing between the solar panels for shading and stuff. In one of those installations, you just butt them up tight, and they look like tiles laying there, and so you get a lot of energy density. Very effective use of solar.
So as you've tightened up your bidding process on this, and you say that you can lower the price that you're making to in your proposals, that has to help the bottom line when they're trying to determine the price of a solar installation versus the cost of electricity.
Oh, absolutely. What it does, Don, is all solar, every single commercial system we are quoted has a payback period where essentially it goes to zero. Every dime has been recouped. And typically that can be, in a carport situation, when we were outsourcing, it was typically on the low end 5 years and typically closer to 7. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And with our new pricing, we can tell clients, look, you're looking at 4 to 5 year payback, and at that point, it's free electricity for the next 21 to 20, for the balance of the warranted life of the system, which is 25 years.
And there's not a lot of maintenance on a solar system, is there?
Essentially, just clean it, and you know, average solar panel is about $1 a solar panel to clean. You know, you do that once or twice a year, depending on how often it rains. After that, it's really not too much maintenance.
Once again, the company is XsunX Incorporated. XSNX is their stock symbol. Tom, congratulations. I mean, you just keep bringing the story further and further along. It's always so interesting.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate the time.